Welcome to Tiki Hut Treasures. Thank you guys so much for being here and for supporting me with my interview with CC UK Resin. If you haven't seen it, go see it and subscribe to his channel too. Andy's awesome. Okay, so today this is a quick project of some stepping stones that I wanted to do. I was worried about putting resin outdoors, that it would be hot on my feet because I'm always barefoot off my lanai. And so I was worried a lot about using the resin outside, but it has turned out well. So stay tuned and let's see how we do with our outdoor stepping stones. Okay, there's the puppies. This is the exit to my lanai, right? I currently just have these 3 cement stones here, but I'm going to take those up. This is the drain that I needed to have unblocked so that it can drain. So we're doing that today. I am making stepping stones for my yard, and what I got to do them were these rocks, these like river rocks, which is cool, except that they have this really ugly mesh on the back. I didn't want to just throw them on the ground though, because I didn't want the dirt to come up between, and then the things to get stuck in here would be all that like mulch and stuff from my garden. We live by the beach, so it would be sand coming up and whatever. So I wanted it to be kind of easier to clean. So I thought I needed to include some resin. So what I have done is I made up 5 of them already. This is what they're gonna look like when they're finished. Is I put this gold colored resin in here, just 300 mLs for each one, and then I dropped in the stones. The other project that I'm working on is where I have a drainage from my lanai coming out. I want to have a stone there with sides so that I can dig it out a little bit and have it go under, but not have mulch come in from the sides. So I am going to do some side walls on basically a stone like this. I'll show you when I'm done. Let's mix up the resin for this one, and then I'm gonna mix up a little bit of more resin to do on one of the side walls, and I'm gonna show you how I'm doing that. I'm actually using the 1 hour Fast Cure by Promise because it works the best for this project for me. It's gonna be fast, and I've made the 5 other ones really fast. So I'm gonna do 400 ml. So I'm gonna do 200 of A and 200 of B. And that is it for that. I have not debubbled these at all. Promise degasses very well because it's like water thin, right? So it goes in all of the nooks and crannies very well. And so you just mix it up until it's clear, which doesn't take very long at all. You can still see all the stringiness right now. You can see all the cloudy, and in just seconds it'll be clear. Really, it doesn't take long with this 1 hour. I've never had problems with this 1 hour curing. I don't know if anyone else has, but I have not. I've mixed some for only seconds. It looks very clear, but I'm going to continue mixing for just a little bit. And then I'm going to find my gloves because I don't want to get it on my hands. I just got my rings cleaned again because I had gotten resin in my rings. You should never wear jewelry on your hands that you're doing work with, and maybe you're not as careful about your gloves all the time, and you should be. So this is champagne gold
mica powder. I don't see a company name. I got it on Amazon. So I just use about that much. I don't need it to be very gold, but the cool thing is they're starting out gold, so being in the sun of Florida every day, when they yellow, I'm not gonna care because they were already gold. So there's that. I don't care that I'm mixing in some bubbles because, like I said, it degasses very well. And I'm gonna pour 300 in here. All right, let's see if that's enough. Let's see. All the bubbles are coming up pretty good. I want it a little deeper than that. All right, that's about what I've done. How much do I have left? About 100. So I eyed it pretty well. Do a little smidge. All right, and then we'll just put this in the middle. Let it smoosh around. And then I'm gonna go put this one out of our way, and it will look just like all the others, like this. And I think it looks pretty good. I wish that I had coated over some of the rocks so that they looked wet, but because I like the ones that where it went over them, but also I like that they're keeping some of their realistic color. So some of these look like they've gone in too deep. Let me wipe this off. I'm gonna go put this on my other counter and let it cure. I do wish that maybe there was a little less resin in here. Maybe I should dump some of it out. My other ones didn't need dumped, so and watch me like end up adding more in just a little bit, because of course this would only happen because I was recording. All the other ones worked out just fine. But I wanted to show the process. I have had this problem with my drainage for my lanai for a couple years now. All right, so then I'll put this other one over by it too because it's completed. Now, let me show you hopefully the solution to my other issue. Let's see. So what I did was I made a bucket and put in another one of the sections, cut off a side, and then I added some extra little stone in it. And now what I want to do is just build a little bit up on each side. So I'm just going to put a little angle to it here. Ava, stop. Oh my God. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit more angle to it. I don't know if you can see the angle. Yeah. All right, so putting a little bit more angle, and then I have the gold resin, and I'm just gonna put it here. And then I've got some river rocks. And I'm gonna kind of touch them in the resin and then move them up and just press them up like I'm building a wall, but coating them in resin too, so that they have a little bit of strength. And then hopefully hopefully this will help someone who is considering the same issue. And I kind of wanted the end to be kind of open, so I don't want to block off anything. All right, and then I'm just gonna drizzle just a little bit of extra resin. This resin is really hot, so this 1 hour fast cure cures so fast. It's like drizzling where I didn't need it. Really needed it here where my fold is, though. Okay. All right, so that is good for that side. I'm gonna do the same kind of thing, and then I will show you when it's all completed how it works in my yard, because hopefully it helps you guys with a similar problem or something. I don't know what they call them, like end caps to a drainage or something, I don't know. And they had like little turtles on them, mermaids, whatever, little kittens, and they were all $35 a piece. And I was like, well, wait a minute, if I could come up with a project, do it myself. Those rock things were like 20 bucks. These will be pretty. They'll go more with my aesthetic around my house. And then they can also serve a purpose. And then I can put my own little turtles in it, right? After it's done like this. So, and then it will have serve the purpose and look pretty. So tomorrow, when I put all these out, I will do a video to show you how they work. So that's my goal, which means I'm gonna have to put out my mulch and everything tomorrow too. It means I gotta get up early before it's 100 degrees outside. So I guess I'm gonna have to do that. Anything for you guys. All right, so I'm gonna go for now. You have seen the stepping stones, and now you're gonna see this project, and I'm gonna do the exact same thing to the other side before I go to bed tonight. That way it's fully cured by the time I get it out tomorrow, and I can add a little turtle or something to it, and it'll look really cute. So I was gonna put rocks in the turtle, but I'm not sure if I will do that. I might just do a little resin turtle that I already have or something, only because I can always switch them out later, but at least it's already done and I don't have to do a whole new project right now. I'm excited to show you how it works, and I will let you see it tomorrow. So I have put in the next row. So that side was done, and now I've done this side with another 100 mLs of resin. So this has taken about what was this, like 200, 300, 400, so about 400 for just this, but it's like a curve. You'll see it better when it's outside tomorrow, but it's basically just a concave thing. And I decided, instead of doing turtles, that I'm gonna do this huge alligator that I molded, and I poured him. So I've just had him sitting in my room, and I've decided that I'm gonna color him up right now, just add some detail on him, and then I will have him sitting at the end of the stones. So I think it'll look really cool. I think it will scare my neighbors, and that's a plus. All right, so I'm gonna color up this dude right here, and I'll see you guys back in the morning. All right, so
here's the drain I needed to have open. So there it is, and there's my little alligator with the baby alligators on it. And then here's my stepping stones. And I might actually do more just because I could make them go out farther and stuff, but I think, let me uniform this a little bit. There you go. I think it looks better than those 3 ugly cement ones. And they are strong. I have stepped on them. I have stomped on them with my 200 and something pounds. And they are strong. So I think a success. All right. So it's been a couple weeks now. And I have tested the stones every single day I take my dogs out. They look great. They have not bowed at all. The resin is not too hot on my feet. They have really kept up well. So I'm gonna do more outdoor projects, I'm pretty sure. Oh, and the little alligator, my landscape guy loved it. He thought it was really cute. Also, thank you guys so much for being here. I really do appreciate the support. You watching my videos is amazing. I'm so glad I can share it with everyone. And if you could, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. It really does help my channel. I am growing, but you know, it takes time. So I really want to get my videos out there. If you know anyone who might like to see stuff like this or might want me to help them with something, let me know. Share the video, okay? Thank you so much for stopping by to Tiki Hut Treasures, and I'll see you on the next one.